Good evening, good evening. Hopefully, we can get some people in this particular live stream to have a conversation on the noted topic of doubt. You know, what creates doubt? What makes you suspicious of any particular given situation where, you know, doubt may arise? What situations have you been in that created doubt that you were, right in the particular expectation of? And with that being said, you are tuned into Too Cool to Con, the master of ceremony, me as Reek, and hopefully we can get some people falling into this particular chat to have a conversation going. Matter of fact, as we wait for people to line up, I think I will try to post the topic. But wait a second. I think I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Hold on a second. Oh, there it goes. Like, where's these devices are all black, so every now and again you tend to misplace them. So let me pull up what I need to pull up to get this going. Just give me a couple seconds, and I will do as such. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me throw it on mute real quick. Okay, I'm back. I just had to make sure that the hotline was actually posted. When you're doing everything yourself, it kind of takes some time to, get everything copacetic. I don't work off a laptop because they require too many, things of data mining for me to, actually, get up on there and be on the desktop. So, or not desktop. I mean, I could be on a desktop or a laptop, but I'm actually on, a tablet. That's more convenient for me. But the particular topic at hand is doubt. What creates doubt? What makes you doubt? Have you been rightful in, having doubts, within somebody or a certain particular situation? Whatever you may have came across, what has it been? You can hit the hotline. I'll take your call and we can have a conversation and continue on from there. But with that being said, Minnesota is experiencing some snow right now, so all those temperatures that were 65s and low 70s, that's a memory for now. It's a lot of that white stuff all over the place. Hopefully, tomorrow the sun comes out and it warms up a bit where we don't have to worry about any of this. And I appreciate the thumbs up for everybody that's came through. But the hotline is open. And well, doubt, I'll just say it like this, from my aspect of doubt, you know, it's almost like when you get them spider senses in your gut, gut feelings, about like, okay, they're the situation is taking a turn, and I don't know if it's taking a turn for the worse or is it, every now and again, people go through, different things in life, and depending on what time of the year, you may have lost a loved one, something tragic may have happened in your life where that's an anniversary. So certain people may feel certain ways on certain days. So you may start overthinking, and that's another thing that's bad. I should do one on overthinking, but you may start overthinking or feel you're overthinking and start having doubt in someone, having doubt in what type of goals you're trying to accomplish. Like, man, I really been putting my all into trying to make this particular thing happen, and it just hasn't been going my way. I haven't been having it my way. Should I change courses, or should I keep going forward like I have been? Even though we're going through some uncertain times, it's called the pandemic, and this thing they call COVID and things like that. It gets you to reevaluate, question if you're really going down the right pathway. But if you got phenomenal people within your circle that you can conversate with, kind of bounce things off of, that kind of gives you a better perspective on what you may be seeing within your mind. Because a lot of us, we live within our heads, and if you live within your head, it's like you're having a conversation with yourself, and you're only bouncing these ideas, these thoughts off of yourself, versus you have an alternative source that is they get to see little things that you may have overlooked. It may wake you up to, like, what, I didn't think about it like that. I'm glad I did choose to open my mouth about this particular situation with this person that I find dear and they're near within my circle. Be it a elder uncle, or even your father or your mother, or whoever it may be that you feel you can confide in. Some people need doubt erased. It's doubt can have so many different definitions. That's why I picked that particular, because you think about it, it can mean so many things. That's why I try to pick one word that can affect many people in different ways. I'm trying to do that every day, at least for a week, to see how that goes. And then we could bounce off, have people call in and be like, what, Rick, I feel this type of way about this particular situation. Or people catch the replay and be like, what, you were speaking on this, I was just having that thought earlier today, or something like that. Essentially, that's what social media does, especially different platforms that are more around spoken words, around statements. You get to read them, and you're like, what, I feel this way about that. Oh, okay. I kind of resonate with what they're saying right there, or I beg to differ about what they said. It sparks that fire within self to give clarity, give appreciation, congratulations on whatever it may be. up? What's going on? Drink, drink sipper, drink sipper. Okay, what's up with you? Like I said, the hotline's open. It should be in blue, highlighted in blue on the top of the chat. If you got time to call in, if you ain't at the if you ain't on the job site, if you ain't in traffic, going cross country somewhere. Hopefully you're a little bit southern if you're traveling, because if you're traveling kind of north, you may be in for some real nasty roads, because I know around these parts, the snow's coming down. You really can't, well, I guess, this the future times. You could have Bluetooth in your one of your rides, SUVs, whatever you may be rolling, where you could be hands free and you don't have to hold no cellular phone or things like that. So if you got that opportunity, or even if you don't, you could always pull over. Hopefully you ain't in a neighborhood where they're like, what's this dude doing over here? I ain't never seen that car before. A lot of people are real antsy and things like that. So, that might not be a good option for you either. But I'm glad people don't fell in here and, choose to tune in to see what the particular topic is. The topic is doubt. A lot of people have it. Men have it. Women have it. Women have it in a lot of ways because, I'll say it like this, women are their males. And some women, a woman may meet a male and she thinks he's a man, but really he's still, in kind of a little boy stage. So he takes on the traits of a man, but when it comes down to it, and when they're under pressure, it's revealed that he's just a male. He's just he's a youngster in his mindset on how he handles certain things, and vice versa when it comes to women. It could be a woman. You may think you're dealing with a woman, but really you're just dealing with a female. So you got to be able to decipher these things. And the longer you're here on this planet with the sun coming up and coming down and all these different seasons changing, you'll get to see how different people move. It could be people that you went to school with that, they were childlike and childish in school, but then when, you come up some age and y'all done graduated, if you done went to get a trade or whatever you may did after, high school times and college times and whatever, people start changing and, maybe their life get for the better. You're like, man, I remember they was like this and like that. That could change your doubt in your head, because you could have had all in your mindset like, what, they ain't never gonna amount to anything. They ain't never gonna become anything greater than what I foreseen them as being. But life has all kinds of changes for everybody that's walking this particular globe. So the longer you live, you will bear witness to such things. Now, I don't know if I'm still connected, because it's doing something I've never seen it do before. It said very bad connection. I don't know if you can still actually hear me. I mean, it's still counting, but I'm not really particularly sure what that means. I got a good Wi-Fi connection, so I don't know what's really going on, but I'll continue on. Let me see, make sure that my connection on this other end is good. Okay, see, it's showing it's good on this end, so I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. I don't control this particular multi-conglomerate platform that reaches various countries around the world. So hopefully we can get some people falling in. Hopefully people getting the notifications. I mean, the other day it was pretty good. We had quite a few people falling into the particular live stream, and that's a good thing. It's been an improvement versus, how it has been, where, I'm trying to go live and it's faking me out like we're not live. Maybe I should screen record this so then, I can send it to the people and be like, look, see, it's saying it's bad connection, but it's still going. So I don't know. You know, maybe they can improve it like that. I don't know. But if you're still there, say something in the chat. Let me know. I mean, it's showing that you're there, but I don't know if you're there. I don't know if you're actually still hearing me or what. Let me try something real quick. That still didn't affect nothing. It just still says bad connection. But I got all the bars for Wi-Fi, so I don't know what that is. That's I guess these people doing what they do. Let me try something a little different. Let me see. Okay, showing that I'm still connected, so I don't know. I do not know. But I also say this, I usually treat my live streams like, when I say freestyle, you could actually call in and talk about whatever you want to talk. I usually like to try to lead off with a particular topic. So we have the topic there. After we touch on the topic, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's up to you. And then again, maybe it could be, depending on, Wi-Fi goes throughout your whole neighborhoods, depending on, the conditions of the weather. The snow is coming down, but I wouldn't think that has any effect on, receiving your signal. But, who knows? You know, I've known people to be like, oh, Rick, when I tune into your stuff, I'm always having difficulty. But if I go to any channel that this particular platform recommends, it plays clearly. So that lets you know they're playing favorites. They be like, you know what? He doesn't tote the obedience of following contracts and things like that. We can't let him speak freely because he might start offsetting the ones that are faulty and fake. So we gotta send him his channel through all type of issues and things like that. And that happens every day. And I also know sometimes when people want to chat, oh, okay, what's up, Max Shay? Matter of fact, I'm mad at the conversation that we had. By the time I caught it, I actually went off being live. That conversation should have been heard for the masses. We was hitting some poignant points within that particular conversation we had. It's something for people to grow on. And I'll say, Lo that was in here last night, he voiced his opinion on, particular things he was concerned about. That's what I like to do, voice your opinion on what you see that you may have a discrepancy within the world, and see if it resonates to the masses. That's why I pick certain topics. Certain people will be like, you know what? I never thought about it like that. Okay, I'm with you, Rick. Oh, Rick, I ain't really with you on that one. You know why? This is why. That's the type of conversation I like to have. Ain't about, dissing nobody or belittling anybody or throwing anybody under the bus. I don't do that. But if I don't rock with you, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna sever ties. I don't even have to, give you a reason why, because we in the world, people have their reasons, and you should know how you're moving. It shouldn't even have to be explained. Like, you know what? I was kind of faulty in that area. That's why they kind of, moving away from me, and that should be an understanding. But a lot of people, they get deep down in their feelings, and they feel certain kind of ways about that. But, hey, hopefully they get some help for that type of, insecurity that they're dealing with. But yeah, so I know like I said, there's more people in here, but we're not hearing from them. So I'm either thinking you on a job site and the boss man somewhere around like, hey, well, I told you last week, stop texting on your phone. You're supposed to be at your work site. You over there conversating, or I'll take it as that. So I won't look at it as oh, they just listening and not want to say them. But before I changed my thought, I've had people. I've been a victim of this because I say victim. You want to comment on someone's chat, and usually if it's about dialogue, you just put in whatever you say and you send it. But if you send too many, then it's like, oh, you need to take a break. Now, why do I need to take a break if I'm not cursing or trying to threaten anybody or anything like that? I'm adding to whatever the conversation is. Oh, you should take a break. That doesn't make sense. That's basically trying to deter people from conversating. Just like this particular pandemic. Right now, I think our governor done slapped down. Hey, it only could be up to 10 people in your household. You can't have any parties. I mean, that doesn't sound like free America. That sounds like Nazi Germany or something like that. Let me see your papers. Do you have papers? Where are you going? That's what it sounds like to me. It doesn't sound like, oh, the democracy of America that we like to export everywhere across the world. You ever notice when they say these people need some democracy, if you look at their country, it's war torn. Buildings demolished. Like, it could be some real big, nice buildings beforehand. As soon as they come in, they're all ridden with shells and everything. Just demolished, like demolition crew done came through and knocked everything down. But they needed democracy. It seemed like they were doing well before someone tried to import the BS. Because even this country is not a democracy. We're a republic. You got to research that. They throw that democracy around. It's almost like a carrot. Like, look, where it is, and get you to move around and do certain things. But when you get to the root of it, we're just a republic, and that's totally different than an actual democracy. It's more like a hypocrisy. The real will prevail, most definitely. Most definitely, the real will prevail. Real situations always come, and reveal themselves. It's just like, a person can fake for so long, and then in one instance, one little thing slip out, and you're like, ooh. I mean, this don't make sense. But then it'll start making all the sense in the world. You like, ooh, okay, so when they were doing this really meant that. And when they were doing that, this really meant this. And a lot of times when people get revealed, they get real angry. Instead of being like, you know what? Oops, my bad. I messed up. Hey, if you don't want to rock with me no more, I understand it. That's really eating it. But a lot of people don't want to eat it. They want to, you know what? Let me try to, cover it up as best I can. And then, I'll just write them off as them being the ones that's, a hater or a liar. Instead of just eating it, like, yeah, I did this. I didn't reveal it. I felt some kind of way about it. If you don't want to rock with me, I understand that. Instead of trying to throw the blame on someone else for, peeping, their faultiness. Let me see. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that's done, like the particular live stream. That whatever that was saying that was a bad connection, it went away. So hopefully, these algorithms that monitor every single word that is spoken, be it from me, be it from, the callers I have call in, done, say, well, he's not really saying nothing. As a matter of fact, the last two lives that we're able to do, they got demonetized. Now, I'm not showing any video, so they can't say, well, you were showing something that was, lewd or something like that. That's not the case. I wasn't saying anything that was threatening. That's not the case. So why is it demonetized? Now I can go and hit the button to say review it, and 9 times out of 10 it'll go and it'll be monetized. But the thing is, why is it automatically? That doesn't make sense. I got over 900 something videos, and even more than that if I let certain videos be off of private. So like that's why it's like I could take a break and not do anything, because like I got a big catalog of videos that people could go and, okay, I read this in this video, I read that in that video. My body of work, I haven't been censored on any of those videos, so why am I being censored every time I put out a live stream? Because they don't know what I'm gonna say, so they figure let's just for our records, let's just hit the demonetize them and let him go through the steps of having it be reviewed when you already are reviewing it, because you got programs on here that, think about it like this. When you watch like certain movies and you hit the closed caption and things like that, well, they got that on this platform. You can watch this and it will throw up every word I'm saying. If I'm enunciating the word properly, it will throw up whatever I'm saying, so they'll know which words I'm saying, to be like, okay, he hasn't used any explicits, he hasn't worded any statements that look threatening, so why is it that you're demonetizing? But this is how these people play. They play like this, in all different kind of areas of life, and there's no doubt about that. I'll say that. It's no doubt. I use my particular topic. It's no doubt on how they discriminate. We all done experience some particular way of discrimination, but you know what? You gotta be able to circumvent the BS. Circumvent, like, okay, we're letting it stand. Well, actually, you're not. Most definitely, it's a dirty game. And I think melanated brothers and sisters have been, given the most dirtiest hand on this realm. But we soldier on. We've been soldiering on, and we'll continue to soldier on. That's when you're a strong-willed, strong-hearted person. Nothing can shake you from attaining what you need to attain. It's kind of funny. It's funny when those types, they're watching you and they're like, well, how's he keeping succeeding? Like, that makes me laugh when they get mad. Like when someone's trying to put you down and things like that, and they can't, and you keep striving to the top, that's funny to me. Most definitely said we're detaching from the matrix, and they know it. They can't stop it. Most definitely. That's what I think that vaccine is about. That vaccine is something, once it enters your temple, something that will essentially shut off that connection where you resonate with the Most High. They want you to not be able to resonate. They want you to only hear their words, man-made words, or should we say algorithm or artificial intelligence. I don't even think a lot is in man's hands anymore. I think it's in artificial intelligence hands. If you look at certain commercials, if you look at certain ads on certain social media platforms, you're always seeing an advertisement. Hey, do you need business solutions with algorithms and artificial intelligence? We could take over and see where you're lagging in the business. We have crafted certain deep learning and machine learning that will help your business. So essentially, the algorithms and artificial intelligence has taken over, but they're not telling the masses that. They're just giving it to us in like little subtle things, but if you peep it, you can understand it, and you'll see, how you maneuver throughout life. I see it in something simple on eBay. I sell things on eBay from time to time. I like Alpines, and I come across Alpines, and I sell Alpines when I find one for a deal. But say I post something to sell, but say it doesn't sell. Like, say if I send it out and then it got returned, instead of a human, checking the computer and being like, well, this came back, so he doesn't have a seller's fee for that because he didn't actually sell it. It was returned for whatever reason. The computer will note it like, well, you still got to pay. So you actually got to try to reach a human being to correct this artificial intelligence. Well, it's not by mistake, it's by design. They're hoping that, you're gullible enough to just be like, oh, well, I'll just pay it even though I shouldn't have to pay it. That's how these companies, those little errors, that's how they get rich. Think about it like this. If you have a bank account, a lot of people don't know sometimes it's service fees for having a checking account. They may charge $2, $3 a service fee for having an account. Now, just think if they have, with this particular branch, they have like maybe 10,000 to 50,000 people holding a checking account. Just think of how much money they're getting for people that's, just, oh, well, I don't care about that. And they're hitting their account for that amount of money. That's keeping their records in the black. I don't want to keep their records in the black and, dwindle down my hard-earned money. But you got to start looking at certain things like that, in more areas than just one. Just like even these well, I ain't gonna get into that. I might say that for another day. We're seeing an explosion of, oh, look, we have all these testing sites and things like that. Just like, think about it like this. Before this certain thing came along, it was the flu shot. Get your flu shot. Hey, we got flu shot at your grocery store. We got it at Target. We got it at Walmart. You could get your flu shot. It's free. You could get some free groceries if you get your flu shot. Why? Why do I need to get this chemical that, formaldehyde is in the ingredients? And if you're not familiar with what formaldehyde is, it's what goes into dead bodies. So why does a live body need what a deceased body needs, unless they're trying to somehow make your body arrive at being deceased that much more earlier? You got to think about these things. They don't want you to, use your critical thoughts, your cognitive thought, your what's given to you from the Most High when the sun rises and the sun rays comes down and and hits your brain waves to make you think certain thoughts. They want to keep you distracted. Oh, look, this done happened. This person done got whatever. Oh, this person is doing this. What does that have to do with my everyday life? Nothing. That's distraction. With that being said, hey, I'm glad that the people that fell in here. Hey, if you haven't liked the live stream, like it. Hey, if you're catching the replay, hey, I'm gonna try to keep coming around this particular time frame. Okay, I'm central, so this is around 9-ish, 10-ish. If you're East Coast, it's 11 something. About to work towards 12. This is the time frame I'm gonna try to stick to coming on, as long as they're not trying to hinder my connection. With that being said, hey, hopefully everyone has a great night and a greater morning, and I'll catch you again the next day. I'm out.